Okay, we're back to live action right here at the Philip Master Grounds in VA4. Called the Runners Up Challenge. As you know, VA4 North, they have been promoted. They came second and they've been promoted to the Premier League. And in VA4 South, they came second, as a matter of fact, in the Premier League. So it's the Super League and the Premier League. Both teams came second respectively. So we have this contest between the two. VA4 North is wearing the traditional green. This time they give you a little white patch thereabout, and that will make VA4 North in the blue with stripes of orange. So again, we just witnessed history earlier on. I do think, I don't have the figures, but I do think statistically, historically, and I'll make up a new word, footballically, Eli,
that sounds like
that VA4 South leads the challenge between those two.
Oh, definitely. You're talking about a VA4 South team that won the Black Hat competition 4 consecutive years. So definitely, from a footballical standpoint, I'd have to agree with you.
Yeah, and you say so. And I remember one time talking to Trevor Cady, and he always used to tell me, football is football is football.
That's correct.
So what we witnessed there in the 2-1, that was football. Because that's what football is made above. So, interesting. Corner very early in the encounter to Vieux South. Again, you see the win factor.
Wow!
Bounce on this one, and the defense was able to deal with it. Again, down there in this end, the road end, I'll call it, is a miserable end. Once that ball get caught in the whip of the wind, Eli, anything could happen.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if I can quickly get to the team lineups for Vieux North. Curtly Johnny in goal, Steve Dasheville, Venus Valsa, Christopher Gilbert, and Akeem Augustine make up the back four. In the center of midfield, Jamod Moffat, Silas Siles, Kevin Myers, Dalian Johnson. He's up top and he's flanked by Prince Herman and Garvin Inglis. And for Vieux South, Glendon Ferdinand in goal, Jose Mathre, Kendall Clark, Zephaniah Edwin, and Kimlan Mason. A little stress on Zephaniah Edwin. He was probably the best central defender in the Super League last season, played for Labrie, and he's now across with Vieux South. Ajani Louis, who we saw in the under-20 competition, Trent Alexander, national midfielder, and Sean Joseph. They make up the midfield three. Obafemi Poyot, as usual, down the center. He's flanked by Moses Henry and Taj Constantine.
Yeah, very impressive lineup there put out by the Vieux South lineup. Of course, they're at home. You want to please their fans. Coming second best last season. Let's see if they can go further. Let's see if they can, win the entire championship. But they're a very good team, and they've added some elements to that team to make it a little better. As anything as whenever you're talking about football and you're dealing with seasons, it's always wise to strengthen, because when you do your breakdown, your analysis, you realize which areas that you need to strengthen, and that's why you have those transfers within the teams.
Well, Johnny Louis as well. He transferred in from the Choiseul Football League, a very versatile player, can play in midfield, can play in the defense as well. So Vieux South definitely strengthening their squad. Also have a couple of other additions as well. Justin Joseph, former national youth goalkeeper, he's in there as well. Gregson President also back from injury, so he's one that's going to add a little bit to the firepower of this Vieux South team. And I've been informed that two players from Shambhala Shiloh have also joined from the Vieux South League themselves.
Yeah, it's all about strengthening, because of course you do want squad depth. As you carry on in the competition, you will get players who are suspended, players who are injured. So you need that squad depth to carry on. Remember, the league is not a sprint, it's a marathon. So you need those players for the long haul. Game continues. For now, having a punt up field.
Yeah, also we have some transfers in from this Vieux North team as well. Under 20 district players, Keshlon Larish in midfield and Idrik Popo winger. They've been promoted to the first team. But Riquelme Elva, attacker from Choiseul, has joined the ranks of this Vieux North team as well. J.K. Pierre, centre back from Labrie, is also in. And Akeem Augustine, a Monrepo winger, he has also joined the fray as well. So Vieux North also strengthening their squad, leading up to them being promoted to the Premier League. Critic.
Yeah, they have joined the big boys, so certainly they would have to do some homework as well and do as the norm, strengthen positions where they seemed or deemed weak last season. So kudos for the technical staff who goes around shopping and try to convince young players to make the switch to aid in their development and their journey. So Vieux North is just following suit. Also, Eli, Vieux North is an area or community, in my vision, or my opinion rather, which don't get much respect in terms of football. When we speak of local football, we seldom speak of VF North, but I think they've been doing some good work within themselves. They've been promoted, so let's see how they can fare in season 3. But good job so far with their development and their squad.
Yeah, definitely.
Ball playing upfield. Breakaway for goalkeeper comes out. Super keeper clears the ball out of the facility, taking no chances. There's a dangerous ball again, swinging to the box. Backs a shot from way out, just beating the bottom post there. But again, good intent from VF South. Basically shooting on sight. First crack, VF South.
Of course, parliamentary reps in the house. Musa Jabatis is in the building. So is Wayne Girard and Thurry Canaries. They've come in to lend support.
And we need more of that as well. As we progress with the season 3 and various matchups, as we make our way across the country, various communities, we need to see more parliamentary representatives. That in itself will, urge the youngsters to show more interest, knowing they have a full backing of the government and your rep is in attendance. So it's a good pointer for them.
I don't think they only show physical support. I think in most instances they show financial support as well.
Transportation wise and what have you, the kits and what have you. So, yeah. Well, the key word there is rep. So they definitely represented. Tussle between the two. V4 North trying to mount a one route approach. I think you can say that both stands are filled. And persons are literally standing to get a view. All going out. For South, hoping to slip this one ahead towards the left side. Cross coming in, low. Might just be. Seems to be like the flag was raised.
Goal kick now for Vieux North, just into the 12th minute of play. And this what runners-up challenge it's called?
Yeah, that's what the PA announcer indicated, the runners-up challenge. Which is a nice dandy name because both are runners-up.
And Lucians like to play challenge.
Yeah. I like the crowd, well-mannered crowd, no incidents. Good defense there by VF4 North. One touch into midfield, going down the flank. Well read, intercepted there from defense of VF4 South. They continue on the right side. That cross should be coming in. Defender doing pretty well. Goalkeeper gathering.
He had to do well there. Because Obafemi Poyot looked like he was ready to pounce.
Yeah, he was snapping at the heels.
But Vieux North, I can tell you, is quietly building something. League back on.
Interesting.
Youth program going on. Normally when you talk about football in Vieux, you don't normally talk Vieux North. It's more about the Green Monsters. So they have been in the background, sort of in the shadow of their big brother, if you want to call it that. But they are building something, and we'll probably get an opportunity to get a look at that this evening.
Sure bet they are. Ball for Obafemi to chase. Goalkeeper keeping a very calm head. Therefore, North putting this one out of touch, so it'll be a throw in to ball on the left side.
Strike there. Coming off the boot of the number 10. That's Dalian Johnson for Vieux North.
15 minutes gone, Eli. Have you seen any indication of a favorite or one who was dominating?
I think it's sort of been even Steven for the 15 minutes. Don't think any team has created any sort of clear-cut opportunities just yet. Still a little bit of a tussle in midfield.
Yeah. Still jostling for possession. Still jostling for a feel of the surface. There's a searching pass for Obafemi down the flank. Plays this one through. Defender wasting no time. Clearance. A little too much on this one. I think, of course, if you viewing via the live stream, there's much more football to come. 6 months of semi-pro football. Also, you have an attendance. The parliamentary rep for Barbono. John Paul.
Estefan.
That's right, John Paul Estefan. Brother to Edmund Estefan.
Correct.
Everybody seems to be in attendance, Eli. For South coming from the back, going along with this one. Normally their style.
They're coming together there again.
Yeah. It's a free kick to Vieux South, opting to play it short. Ball comes into midfield. Good turn, good effort there by Wafemi. It should be a drop ball. Ball hitting the official. Trying to force this one through.
Of course, this Vieux North team we know from last season, they are very pragmatic critic. They don't go gung-ho in attack. They are normally very solid in defense. They'll nick a goal here, may score 2. That's generally how they play. Not any one particular player that, really gets you off your feet per se, but as a unit, very solid.
Yeah, they work hard.
They stick to the plan.
Interesting enough too, the goalkeeper for Vieux North. The goalkeeper for Vieux North, based upon my vantage point, used to play in midfield last season.
You may be correct. Curtly Johnny. Gavin Gopal is the regular goalkeeper. He's on the bench. I do recall having a conversation with the coach of this Vieux North team. I do recall having a conversation with the coach of the Vieux North team, who indicated to me that he's really trying to cultivate players that can play in multiple positions. So maybe this is an opportunity to feel out. I've been told he was the captain of the team, Curtly Johnny, last season.
That's what he was.
So,
very influential too.
Yeah. So maybe that might just be a little testing ground there for him. Maybe we might see him slotting into the midfield in the second half and Gopal going back into the goal in the second.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Midfielder turned goalkeeper. Or midfielder who has capabilities of goalkeeping.
Well, just recently we saw Obafemi pour out in goal.
Yeah, that was like a dire situation, But it happens. Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
He's just joining us, of course. Leclerc went down by a scoreline of 2-0 to Ancillary, who are the inaugural winners.
2-1.
2-1, yeah. To Ancillary, who are the inaugural winners of the Emmanuel Bellas Community Shield trophy that happened just a few moments ago. We're into our second fixture of the evening. Sort of like the best of the rest clash between Vieux North and Vieux South. The runners-up challenge.
Players still down in attention. The physio making her way. But there is one thing I can tell you, like the stand towards the road end, that's Pittibo Street. You know where is Pittibo Street?
Tell me.
In Ancillary. So that side there is completely Ancillary. And they walk in there with their head held up high because they work hard. Even when that fixture was announced, the confidence that they had that they would pull it through has shown tonight.
They've been very confident. I expect my good friend Antilia to be joining at me on Monday morning.
Oh yes, player is still down, receiving treatment. Realize. Oh, difficult, yeah? Let's hope he's okay. Let's replay in there by our production team.
Yeah, and looks like he got the second on the back of that.
Yeah, it looked like he took a tough blow.
So very lengthy stoppage.
Of course, that time will be added on. Play resumes with a free kick. Again, the dangerous point of the field comes in, wind swerve. Vieux North able to deal with it, and now they're on the attack.
Well dealt with there by, looks like Kimlen Mason, the fullback.
We see this Vieux North team trying to put some passes together. There's a through ball, very good pass there. Obafemi finding himself in midfield and putting that ball through, trying to shake and bake his marker. Ball comes across.
Moses Henry there showing his skill on the flank.
But again, you see how the interchange of Obafemi falling back and able to find his man on the flank and running almost 60 meters to get back into the box area for that cross. Again,
Wow.
Again. I remember, I tell you, if you want to score a goal at the Philip Master Grounds, this is the goal, this is the area. Especially tonight. A lot have been happening, Eli. Whenever that ball gets into that wind spin, a lot can happen.
Yeah, that one just careening off the crossbar. You see the frame of the goal is the keeper's best friend.
Sometimes. Sometimes. Of course, the other teams in the semi-pro will be looking on. The likes of Denry, Grosile, Canaries. They will be looking on to see what the makeup of the four teams on show. Also, the technical staff will go back and review some tape and see if they can get some pointers of some new tactics being employed by those teams. One thing I can say about the back line for Vieux North, they seem to be on the ball. They don't waste time. They just try to get rid of it and move on. No carelessness or trying to be too fancy or too clever.
Yeah, they don't take much risk.
Yeah, at all.
I tell you, not only are they polar opposites in terms of one from the north and one from the south of Vieux, they have two contrasting styles of play as well. Vieux South, a very adventurous team. They'll take a lot of risk. Nice interplay. Vieux North tend to be very direct, low risk.
Different approach, different philosophy.
Yep.
Remember when there was East Germany and West Germany? And that's what took down the Berlin Wall. So probably need to build a wall. But I want the rivalry. I like the rivalry, especially that's what football is built on. So I'm hoping, those two can build a rivalry among themselves where fans can really enjoy. And when you hear the Vieux North derby, the Vieux derby, something certainly to look forward to. It's going to be a long throw. I might be disappointed in that one. Should have done better.
Yeah, I think he was longing for a long throw, but that never materialized.
There's a technique towards it, I'll tell you, I'll just give you a little insight. I'll tell you who was the long throw specialist when I played for CYO. And he was basically taught and trained how to do it. Peter Chico. See, it starts from your shoulders, it starts from your waist. There's a technique into it.
Your Peku.
Yeah, and he mastered it.
And there's Vieux South just on the top of the area. And Moses Henry takes a shot, a tame shot, what you'd call a daisy cutter.
No.
But not with enough venom.
No cut. Not even it's a tetneg. It's not a daisy, it's not a cutter.
So what?
Tetneg. Too tame to be called a daisy cutter.
Vieux North on the ball and on the attack. Very methodical in terms of how they come forward.
Yeah, they've been trying. They're making it very difficult for Vieux South because what they come with, they come with a lot of tenacity. So basically, they're not allowing the technical players and the crafty players for Vieux South to get on and showcase what they normally do. So credit must be given to them. They've sticking to the plan, and it's been working.
Yeah, that plan has been working all the way to
yes.
them being promoted to the Premier League.
Yeah, you're right. But they've added some little crafty little players in between, so as the season progresses, we'll see what they've made of in terms of goal scoring and taking chances. But for now, tenacity seems to be the order of the day for them. Vieux South making some inway, continue possession, played towards the right flank. Ball unable to stay inside. Poor passing there by Vieux South. They'll want to do better. I think I've watched many matches down here at the Philip Master Grounds, and I just like the setup of what they have done in terms of the where the crowd can be. I think we trying to recall of a ground in St. Lucia where you can have that fence and be down there pitch side.
I think we got that ambience at Dennery in season 1.
Yes, yes. Persons like to be right there in the mix, in the thick of things.
And I suspect we're going to get it again when the action goes to the Larishus playing field.
There's a similar setup.
Similar,
Yeah. There's a chance gets past his player. Too much to do.
Yeah, too much.
Before the pass out on the wing. Ball going all the way back. Before North. He's traveled a long way with it, continues, and he's fouled in the process. Just stopping the flow. That's what they do, way for North. Just stopping the flow, the momentum. Bring you back to yourself, and they regroup defensively.
It's either you or the ball, but both of you not passing.
Not at all.
Yeah.
So before Southwest will start again. Ball going up, foul on the VF4 North player. Just approaching 35 minutes thereabout.
Like the substitution is being made.
If so early.
Venus Valsa in the center of defense is being substituted for J.K. Pierre. Suspect he may have some sort of injury. I wouldn't understand why he would be making a switch at that stage of the game. I would hardly think it's for tactical reasons. The game is at 0-0.
Yeah, he may have just.
Before North have also been defending pretty well.
Yeah, I saw him get some attention during the course when the other player was down. So it could be an injury. Again, long route one pass. Defense able to deal with it. The goalkeeper.
Keeper came out.
Yeah, he's lucky.
He is.
Yeah, he's lucky.
Similar thing brought about the first goal in the
almost
first
the same
game.
area as well. Yeah. Before South going all the way back, regrouping, recycling.
Kendall Clark there driving through the middle. Sean Alfred lashing that one.
I think the less being said about this shot, the better. Again, showing that the V4 North team are so sound defensively. They opt in to shoot from way out, not their style, not what we are accustomed of seeing with this V4 South team.
Interestingly enough, this V4 South team does not feature Javik McFarlane or Noah Lucky Nicholas, two players that have been instrumental in their rise from Super League.
I think we can say this V4 South team has gone past those two players. Last time I saw Lucky, he was featured as a referee. So he might have been, moved on.
Well, last season there was eligibility issues, so he was not eligible to play.
There
We
you
saw
go.
Javik McFarlane play in the league, but sporadically.
Yeah, got red cards. It doesn't seem as if his mind is on that per se. So now if the V4 South, it's a situation. Goalkeeper fumbling. Again, attacker not getting enough on it. And that was Obafemi. If anybody wanted that ball to fall to, it would have been Obafemi. But he was not able to pounce. And the goalkeeper making amends on the second attempt to bring it in. But just to get back on your point, I think at a certain time, administration, you get not tired, but you want to move on. And V4 South has shown a lot of scope with under 20 players. They just won Black Art, so there are players in the conveyor belt who can come in and learn. So I think the Javik and them they have given enough for V4 South. Don't know the issue. I'm just giving you my opinion. But I think this V4 South can move on from those individuals.
Well said. Got some information that we may just see them featuring for another team in the Premier League.
Which is rare. Very rare you see V4 South players play for anybody else. Very loyal. Still 0-0 between the two. The derby. The V4 derby. Crowd trying to get behind them. Crowd not so vociferous like the Ansari crowd. V4 South just waiting. Likewise, V4 North. There's a posse of V4 North individuals in the stand towards the road end. There's a searching ball. That's a foul for sure. But the league has put together some good work for season 3. Players seems to be energized and looking forward to what's happening, Eli.
Yeah, I can tell you, people have been waiting for weeks upon weeks. Have been asked, when is semi-pro starting? I think last season, particularly in the playoffs, was a big highlight for the league. I think the finals may have just outgrown the Super Mini Stadium where it was held.
Yeah, I think so. I think so. That's a very powerful shot there. Again, he should have kept his nerve, but again, V4 North in a no-nonsense mood. throw in on the right side of attack for Vieux South. Now it's going to be a throw for Vieux North. We're approaching the halftime mark. The crowd, likewise, ourselves, Eli, waiting for the first goal in the runners-up challenge. There's a free ball for Vieux South. Good challenge. Player got off his feet, but a very good challenge.
How many times have you said that for this first half in terms of
because that's what they're built on. That's what they're built on. Don't back down from challenges. Comes into the area.
Dealt with.
The goalkeeper mopping up.
Of course, before South still have the likes of Saviola, Elva, and Chan Alfred on the bench if they want to bring in some attacking impetus.
Sure bet. Always like to see Saviola. He's a handful.
And more.
Throw into Vieux North. Let's keep in possession at the back. I think the surface has held up. There's a through ball.
Dealt with again.
A good spell there for Vieux South. Good passage of play.
Yeah, also a switch of flanks there for Taj Constantine and Moses Henry. Trying to see if they can break down this Vieux North rear guard.
Interesting enough, when the goalkeeper has it, he often opts for route one. As much as he's a midfielder, but in his capacity as a goalkeeper, once he gets it, it's up the road.
Out of the danger zone.
Yeah, waste no time with it. So it could be, again, a tactic by Vieux North. They may have spotted a problem. That's what they want to do. Not concede.
2 minutes added on time. You remember Gavin Gopal last season? As a matter of fact, I think you touted him as one of the best kickers of the ball, the left footer. So that may have just been, like you mentioned, a tactic of this Vieux North team.
Yeah. Of course, we are urging persons to stick around because we do have the prize giving ceremony after this matchup. Elijah, of course, I've never called you Elijah, but until now. Elijah will be spearheading the prize giving ceremony.
You saying that, and I'm thinking, what does he normally call me? But it's Eli.
I know it's either I say Eli or I say bro. The first time I ever call you Elijah,
It's the first ever community shield.
Yeah, you're right. So the first for everything.
First for everything, yeah.
Yeah. Throw into Vieux South. Long throw. Femi trying to control this one. Did pretty well. Spread towards the right side. The defender.
Kimlan Mason always high up the pitch on attack. No different there.
Goalkeeper had no business going in this. The defender was clearly on the player and he just put himself into this then. hurting himself in the process.
And pretty much on the stroke of halftime too.
Yeah. Ball going out of touch.
Well, the 2 minutes are up.
That should be it.
Still looking to see when the whistle blows. Still a throw in now for Vieux for South. And there you go, folks. Halftime 0-0 down at the Philip Mansell grounds. It's a Vieux derby in the sort of best of the rest clash. Vieux North 0, Vieux South 0.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the St. Lucia Semi-Professional Football League. We are thrilled to have you here with us today. Please be aware of the stadium's emergency exits and follow the instructions of the stadium staff in case of an emergency. Food and beverages are available for purchase at the concession stands located around the stadium. Beverages must be served in non-breakable bottles. Fans are reminded to show respect to the players, officials, and fellow spectators throughout the match. Please keep the aisles clear and refrain from standing in prohibited areas during the game. We hope you enjoy today's match and thank you for your support. Let's have a great game.
Your attention please. This is an important announcement.
The St. Lucia Football Association, Inc. reminds everyone, players, officials and supporters that there is zero tolerance for aggression or violence in football. Football is built on discipline, respect and fair play. Let us all protect the integrity of the sport and ensure that our stadia remain safe and welcoming for everyone. To ensure an enjoyable and a safe experience for all, those who behave in disorderly conduct, including abusive, offensive or disruptive language or behavior, will be subject to sanctions, including expulsion from the stadium and possibly a permanent ban. No one is permitted to throw objects or trespass on the field. Zero tolerance for violence or aggression. Respect the game. Respect each other.
Back to live action right here at the Philip Master Grounds. The runners-up challenge between Vieux South, the home team, and Vieux North. The score is still 0-0 between the two. If you just join us on the stream, earlier on, we saw Anstlery defeat Leclerc 2-1 to raise the inaugural Manuel Bellas Community Shield. Of course, the prize giving ceremony will be held after this encounter, so please stick around. Still 0-0 between the green and the blue. Blue being Vieux North. Interesting tussle on the sideline there. No foul, the game continues. Yours truly here, Tennyson Glasgow, alongside my good friend Elijah Williams. Searching pass. Again, Vieux North showing how much they organize defensively. No semblance of a shot. No semblance of a shot. It's a corner nonetheless. 2, Vieux South.
Very tactical exchanges between the two Vieux teams in the first half. Let's see if any of them will open up just a little bit more. Of course, Vieux South always a bit more adventurous. They had the bulk of possession in the first half. Vieux North, surprisingly critical, or maybe unsurprisingly, did not register a shot attempt, much less one on target in the first half.
It's been difficult. It's been difficult.
64% possession for Vieux South, and a total of 6 shots, 1 on target. And of course, Vieux North, like I said, couldn't miss a shot, 36% possession, but they defended very well.
Yeah, they defended stoutly. Like I said, it's how they play, and clearly they're sticking to the plan. So, you know, of course, this modern day age of football, teams offer possession to teams. And in doing so, it's up to you now to work with it. So, you know, there was this local palace before Eli where you would say, well, but we roll ball on you. Yes, you roll ball on me, but what do you have to show? It's still 0-0.
I'll tell you, I think what really started that sort of movement, remember that Champions League final, Inter Milan versus Barcelona?
Yep.
Barcelona had all the ball rolling.
Yeah, all the
Inter
possession.
scored all the goals.
That's right. It's even more. Look, let's take a typical example at the World Cup. We saw Spain. Loads of possession. Cape Verde held them to a 0-0 draw.
Yeah.
Vieux South keeping possession. Just dinking one in the area. Again,
mishandled there, and he was able to get a hold of it.
And the goalkeeper, I've not been convinced by him yet, you know. I've not been convinced. He's yet to collect that ball comfortably. Always has a little fumble. So it's something that Vieux South can, you know, look at. And if they can register a good shot on target, I do think the goalkeeper will fumble.
Gavin Inglis for Vieux North just a while ago running down the cul-de-sac, and it's a throw-in now for those from the north, as we see some of our patrons in attendance. Just a ball more in hope than expectation, punched into the penalty area of Vieux for South, easily corralled, and they're on their way again, build up play. Of course, Vieux for South is not a team that will just lump it up the field. And as I say so, they lump it up the field.
I'll give you an interesting statistic. So the goalkeeper for Vieux North is Curtly Johnny, which we have already established.
Correct.
However, he plays for Uptown Rebels in the domestic Vieux League as a striker. And he had most goals in the recently concluded Vieux South Football League.
Interesting.
Need I say more?
I think we've seen. I don't think that's the first striker we've seen used as an auxiliary player. I think Malik Senpri has been used as a central defender for Leclerc. We've seen what's his name now? His nickname is what comes to mind. Breast for Canaries, playing a number of different positions as well.
Yes. But Eli.
But not in goal.
Eli, and I didn't know why he come up for the league as a striker, scoring most goals, and I find myself in a goal. I want to be up top, but I guess he's trying to help his team, and let's see how it all pans out for him.
Yeah, I'm suspecting maybe Gopal may have a little niggle.
Yeah.
Because he was pretty solid. He was one of the better keepers in the Super League last season. Yeah. Of course, Vieux North still have the likes of Edric Popo on the bench that they can call on to bolster their attacking options.
Yeah.
Will we see a smash and grab like what we saw with Ancillary in the waning moments of the first encounter? And as we say that, the coach of the Ancillary team, Thomas Augustine, is now on screen.
Still coaching, you know.
Yeah, he's explaining what
he's still coaching. Guys never takes a break. Still explaining himself. Good defensive recovery there for Vieux South.
Looks like he was saying that was my plan all along, you know. Just lull them into a
that's why
state where they
that's why I didn't start Buffia.
Yeah.
Worked out well. There's a back pass there for South, dealt well. You might just see a cross coming in, chipping this one into the area. Goalkeeper again coming out. Yeah, he's a busy goalkeeper, you know. Wants to jump at everything.
Nice bit of skill there. Of course, Stefan Edwin, like I said, he was probably, if you ask me from last season, he was probably the best central defender in the Super League.
In Tier 2.
Yeah, and you've seen him now doing his thing.
And that's the corner now for Vieux South.
If my memory serves me correctly, he was the captain of Library as well. So not only do you get an excellent player in his position, you get the leadership as well.
Yeah. That's what we want. We want the young leaders. Often said that football is life. If you could shape your life around football, most definitely you will become a well-rounded citizen. That's what we're trying to do. That's what the league is trying to invoke in young men. Because you need discipline to play the sport. You need discipline in your life as well. You need to recover in life. You need to win, lose, and draw. How you deal with situations, conflict resolution. Every aspect of life is right there on the pitch. Vieux South not getting their way at all. They still continue to play. There's one clip there.
Offside.
Quickly on the spot.
With all of the technology we have at our disposal with ES Productions, I'm starting to wonder, you know, when the Semi-Pro Football League is going to go in the direction of maybe introducing a VAR.
That's a tough call. Because with VAR, you need referees, not the common man. You need about 3 officials in the booth Or what you can probably do, you could have those individuals trained. And again, like you mentioned, technology, they don't have to be stationed at the ground. So, for example, you have a central headquarters, let's just say, argument's sake, in Dennery, the middle of the island. So, while games are going in V4, we just go back to headquarters and find out what's happening, you know. So, who knows?
Yellow card.
Who knows? It can happen. But very interesting. Very, very interesting.
I think that was Akeem Augustine, I believe, who just received that yellow card there for V4 North, I believe. Akeem Augustine, the number 2 for V4 North. Rash tackle.
It's a yellow card for Akeem Augustine, number 2 for Vieux.
Cross coming in. Again, good defensive header, good positioning by V4 North. A good tackle again. Dispossessing.
V4 North on it.
Interesting. I don't know if he tried to put a pass with the outside of his foot. Very difficult to execute.
Back in the day, you would hear the crowd saying, "To who? For who?"
Again, tough challenge in the area. Goalkeeper came out. No penalty call. Those guys have seemed to master the art of defending at all costs.
Look like a substitution on deck there.
Point blank save there by Cutley for V4 North. The attacker would have been very disappointing. Point blank situation to put that ball behind the net, but the goalkeeper made himself big to a certain extent, and his instincts were right on point. He was able to keep his team within the contest.
Couple of substitutions on deck again. Looks like Steve Dasheville, the right back, out and Kimroy Monero in his stead.
Host of substitutions. For sure, Saviolo is in. Let's see if we could turn the game on a dime.
Definitely a player of that ability. He can play in possession. He can play on the counter. Very pacey, very tricky, skillful player. Can score a goal as well. Can give an assist.
He works hard as well.
There he goes again, Gritek.
Certainly a different type of goalkeeping.
Very animated for
Oh
sure.
yeah, very, very dramatic. And you know that's how he plays. So I don't expect him to change when he's in goal. He always wants to be in the thick of things, you know. Chancey though. Got away this time. Might not happen all the time.
Yeah, very risky.
Yeah, yeah. Defensive header. Seems to be a free kick.
Sean Alfred coming in for Obafemi Poyot.
Kicking that ball straight to the opponent. Full intention, but a little too much on it. Therefore, South basically just waiting to create a chance where the defense can falter or slip.
Looks like Shanil Hippolyte is going to be
Get on that
in
score sheet.
for Kimlen Mason in the right back position. And then, of course, Sean Alfred, he's going to be in for Obafemi Poyot in the striker position. Sean Alfred almost like a super sub for the Green Monsters last season. Was good from the start as well. It's always good to have options in terms of your strikers.
He had a good season last season. Let's see if he has this form, continue in that vein.
If my memory serves me correctly, he scored the winning goal against La Clery in Grosile. Sean Alfred.
Yes, he did.
Of course, that was in the regular season.
Yes.
Only defeat suffered by La Clery during the regular season. They were not able to get past Vieux South until they got to the finals.
That's right. Ball kept alive. Before North still in possession. Loose pass. Disappointing.
Yeah, gets off his feet there, and Sean Alfred is away.
Why not up to shoot you the left foot? He got no power onto it. He did very well, getting past 2 or 3 defenders, but opting to use the outside of the right foot. So no
Instead of
power.
the left. Yeah.
You should just have a go, have a swing at it.
Just making mention of the dynamic he brings to the fixture coming off the bench.
And so said, so done.
And we saw it firsthand, yeah.
Before South trying to mount a raid on the left side. Keeping it alive. Again, disappointment.
But before South continuing to carve out chances, Elva there.
Yeah, he'll be very much disappointed. I mean, you come in with that impact. You might want to shoot from range again, but not even offering a situation for the goalkeeper to make an effort for a save.
Yeah, what we're definitely seeing is that the substitutions for South have an immediate impact.
Yeah, they're getting to the area. They're getting there. Because remember as well, V4 North, the legs they're tiring. They've been chasing, they've been defending, they've been tackling. So when your leg goes, or your legs go, your concentration level drops as well.
Of course, Glendon Ferdinand called up to the national training squad, didn't make the final cut. Goalkeeper for V4 South. So that will have his confidence levels up, being in the mix.
Yeah, the experience, being in and around the national team always helps. You take what you learn into gameplay. Approaching 70 minutes, still 0-0 between the two. To tame a pass, easily intercepted there by V4 North. They continue. A little too much on this one. Was anticipating a run from the striker up top, but he never moved.
Yeah.
That's what you want, to win the ball way up in that half. That's what you want. A little too much there
Lost it.
to win that ball within the half.
Into the 70th minute, and V4 North still to register an attempt on goal. And I don't mean an attempt on target, just an attempt on goal.
So there's a lot of possession there for South. But no glory. Desperate defending there by Vieux for North.
That's a hallmark of this Vieux for South team. A good tackle there, right on the edge of the area.
And they run go again.
So hallmark of this Vieux for South team, they come at you for 90 minutes. They don't drop in levels when they make substitutions, and they're just able to keep at you with a high pressing style and continuously creating chances. Although Vieux for North has done well to limit the number of chances that the Green Monsters have had this evening, but that's how they play.
Yeah, that's Vieux for North for you. Rather tame effort. Typical milk for the cat.
Huge punt upfield.
Definitely a foul. Midfield.
Went straight through Kendall Clark there. Just observing. Doesn't look like Kendall Clark has the captain's armband on.
He's normally the captain, right?
He is.
Yeah, he's always normally the captain. Through ball. Defense to contend with. Well, we did see Ancillary score 2 late goals. Chances are we might see similar in this fixture.
Of course, a very healthy crowd here.
He spoke of dignitaries being at the facility. The Honorable Minister of Sports. Probably he's been there for a while, but he just now came into our frame.
I was about to tell you this guy has the most energy because I'm sure he participated in Vavaleville.
He's an energy god, man. Energy god, energy god. Well, right ministry for him. Education and sports. Sort of a loose pass. Again, you see, we credit them for defending. They're just missing that element of keeping it together, you know, but they can surely defend. The number 20, is it?
Stephen Edwin.
Certainly having a good game at the back for VF as well. There have been occasions where he has had to, you know, show his defensive prowess, and he certainly has held it together. He's strong, he's speedy. Yeah, he's really kept it together. Free kick to Vieux North, the goalkeeper to take it. A little too much. The intention was there. Will he get there? He tried. Unsuccessful with his attempt.
15 minutes and stoppage time to go. Critic, how do you see this one ending?
I think there's a goal somewhere in there. Might not be the best of goals, but in a 0-0, 75 minutes gone, there's always this little lapse in concentration. I just think that there is a goal somewhere. You might just see a 1-0 win.
Of course, it's the runners-up challenge. I call it the best of the rest.
Runners-up challenge.
Just coincidentally, it ended up making a tasty little morsel there for Vieux for Derby.
And you see how clean his pickup is, the goalkeeper for Vieux for South. You can see that, he has been through some bit of training. Very neat. Again, Eli, you see Vieux for South making inway, but the weight of the passes, it's almost like, just a little too much, They get it in there, but the weight, sometimes even the choice of pass as well. That's why I do think that there is a goal in this game.
Vieux for South with a throw-in on the far side. Is that the promenade side? Call it?
Promenade.
No?
You call it the bean field. Yeah, you could say that. It's promenade, you're right. Yeah, promenade. Bean field promenade. Yeah. It's your ball.
And before South, you could hear the cheers because they thought they were in. And you kind of feel like if they score a goal here, that'll be it. Good save there. Sprawling all the way to his right. Curtly Johnny keeping a clean sheet for Vieux for North.
Yeah, he's been a good job as a backup keeper. Keeping it very interesting. Again, he wants spot on delivery. Nobody able to get the head onto this one.
So how have you determined that he's a backup keeper?
Yeah, well, we saw the exploits of our guy. Yeah, and we know he plays in midfield. We know he plays up top. So he's a backup, but he's a good backup, a reliable backup. Reliable backup.
Vieux for North had some numbers there, didn't make the most of it. Poor pass. Winning it back once again.
Too much there by the midfielder.
Just about 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go in this fixture.
Just robbing of possession right there. Some pace towards the right side. Good defending there by Vieux South.
Easily dealt with. Therefore, North, they've been playing counter-attacking football, but they don't get enough numbers going forward, if you ask me. Just a while ago, they happened to win the ball high up the pitch. There were 3 players in attack, but they didn't make the most of it. But more often than not, it's one Vieux North player trying to go up against 2 or 3 Vieux South players and running into a cul-de-sac.
Which means that they have a defensive approach. So what they do is that they pack the back and make it very difficult for you to score on them. But going forward, like you just mentioned, they're too thin. They're too thin. So probably what you need to do is at least therefore South, you push up a little bit, try to mash up this low block that they have there. You put some creative players on the ball and zip that ball a little faster in attack rather than knock around. You probably try to zip them passes into foot, thereby drawing them in. Probably you could get a foul and a free kick or a penalty. That is something that the Vieux South team need to think of doing, because this Vieux North unit, they're not going anywhere. They're going to stay there for the entire 90 minutes and hope that they get something up top. Look at it. Look at what they're doing. You have 2 Vieux North players in the Vieux South half, and you have 1, 2, 3, 4, almost like 6 players. So they're not going anywhere. Because 54% in favor of Vieux South, 46 that would be for the North. So the numbers starting to match up, but there is possession, and there's what is called meaningful possession. So there's an opportunity, Eli. We saw it in the earlier encounter. Let us see if Vieux South can capitalize on this free kick.
Young Elva standing over it.
Goalkeeper positioning the wall pretty well. And it leads to a goal kick. And not too much time, you don't have all that time. And again, 3 versus 4. Not going to happen.
Looked dangerous for a second there. Nobody able to get anything on it.
Player down, needs some attention. Almost 85 minutes gone. If you're here for North Eli, would you be pleased with the outcome so far?
I think they've stuck to their game plan. I don't think the outcome is to be 0-0 at this point in the game, but I think they would be happy with the fact that they're able to execute their game plan for almost 90 minutes. We're in the drawing near to the 87th minute of play.
Yeah. Often said there are over 1,000 ways to win a football game. Still think there is a goal. But like you said, they stuck to their game plan and they seem to be happy with it. Ball punt up field. Searching pass. "87 minutes gone, not much left in the encounter. Free in terms of the 90 and whatever for added on time. Of course, the league gets going tomorrow. We're going to be back here.
I dread saying that if the score remains the same, we'll go to penalties because it was 1-1 very late into the first fixture. We were thinking penalties and
There it was. Drama.
drama.
That's one of the best ways to win a game, and one of the toughest ways to lose a game.
It's called Fergie time.
Well, you just imagine you win a game. There's nothing else. There's no more time. Just imagine you lost that game. There's no more time. Boogie time.
Gavin Inglis down for Vieux North. He's back up. Put in some miles this evening.
Certainly not much. Just waiting to see the indicator from the fourth official. Man down again. Indicator says 4 minutes.
As the fourth official signals score 100 minutes to the end of the half-hour window, if either team finds a winner, goes straight to a penalty shootout.
Busy.
Vieux South. Searching. Curtly Johnny coming up again. Going down again. I don't think he'll mind.
Not at all. He's a strong character. He's built for it.
Into stoppage time now.
Not much into it again, Eli. I was hoping and praying for a goal, but it looks like
it's not over yet. We learned anything tonight. It's not over till the final whistle. But it doesn't look promising.
Kirtley will not be beaten. And neither is the Vieux goalkeeper. Not a bad effort at all. Not a bad effort at all. And who knows? This is the goal where the magic happens.
Corner kick.
It has been happening throughout today. Let's see if it's going to live up to the billing. Corner kick, it should be an in-swinger. In the wind.
So it's going to be an outswinger.
It's a right footer, so it's an outswinger, yeah. In the wind. A lot has happened.
Shot on target there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely on target.
They've had two late on in the game.
Yeah, Vieux survive.
Yeah, good numbers in here tonight. Critic, well attended opening fixtures. Johnny just let go of it there.
Last kick of the
And
game.
as the last kick of the game, again, dramatic end to a fixture. Curtly Johnny can't believe it.
Yeah. Spoon this one. All he had to do was compose himself. And get a touch in. Wasn't able to do so. The full-time score is 0-0.
Was that goal chalked off?
It wasn't a goal.
It didn't
no,
go
it
in
didn't
the-
go in. No, it didn't go in. The goalkeeper spilled it.
Side netting.
That's right. He spilled it and he got a chance to score, but he wasn't able to.
I think I was trying to will the ball into the goal there, Critic.
Yeah, he will need it. Yeah, he will need it. Yeah.
Somebody say it like that. Knock up, see. Allez, say it. Tout à fait.
Dreaded penalty shootout in the best of the rest contest. The runners-up challenge.
Yeah, fans are always intrigued by penalty shootouts. Curtly following it. However, Vieux South on the board. Very elated, finding the back of the net. Seems to have just scored his first penalty based upon his reaction. But The joy, the joy. The joy it brings, you know.
He goes and motivates his goalkeeper.
Yeah, yeah. I think he's going. He has a save in him, you know. He's very dramatic. So I think he has a save in him. Let's look at his demeanor. You see how he's trying to outpsych the kicker. The referee having a little chat with him. Yeah, Trent, yeah?
I don't think that's going to happen.
Well, we recently saw Messi miss one, so it can happen.
Messi always misses penalties.
Can happen.
Let's see.
Very good penalty. Using the momentum of the goalkeeper, sending him the next direction. It's 2 on the board. Security immediately called to action. A fan found himself amidst the action. Slight break in momentum, thereby setting in more nerves for the kicker. Vieux for North. This one packed a punch.
Pumped.
Similar fashion to number 14 for Arsenal. Name doesn't come to mind right now.
It's 2 apiece. I'm not going to assist you. That one you'll have to take it solo.
Yeah. I have to try and figure it out. So it's two each. And for South.
What time do the nerves start to rack up in a penalty shootout, critic?
About now. 3, 4, and 5. About now.
It's like Moses Henry.
Like I told you
And
about
you
now.
called it?
Yeah, 3, 4, and 5. That's crunch time. If you're a basketballer, you know of the 5-game series and you reach game 3. It's either here or there.
And free throws to win the game.
That's right. And Shaq on the line. Not happening. All right, let us see if Vieux for North now can keep their composure. More nerves again. Because you now have a chance to go up one and you just saw someone throw. So do you change your mind? Do you stick with what you figured out initially? You know, a lot is happening there right now.
I hope that it gives a little encouragement.
Now, I'm not impressed with the run-up. I think the run-up is too far. That's too many steps. Let's see. Hands on hip. Went straight down the middle.
Straight down the middle.
For North in
4-2.
contention. Yeah. Let us see.
3-2, sorry.
Let us see if Vieux for South can still keep it alive. Eli, I think not bad an outing. And we must, tip our hats to the organization of the Semi-Pro League for first giving us the Community Shield. And now they have given us the Runners-Up Challenge. So players in the league can, dream of a day like this too, just to exhibit and raise the curtain. So I think all around it's been a very good day. That's about seals it. For one more for Vieux for South. But
Critically, we were told at the start by some of the players that, this is a preseason friendly. But there's a lot at stake. It's not just trophies, there's cash as well. Just been informed that this fixture, the winner of the Runners-Up Challenge, pockets $3,000, and the runner-up of the Runners-Up Challenge pockets
$2,000. Okay.
And then in the Community Shield, which was the first fixture, we now know that Ancillary, they've pocketed $5,000, and the runners-up, Leclerc, $3,000.
Not bad at all. 5-3-2.
For a one-off game.
Yes. Not bad at all. I think everybody goes home a winner. Most importantly, football that is. Spectators got their money's worth. And we're off to a good start. We're going to be here tomorrow with 2 more fixtures for sure. So all's well and end well.
Kendall Clark smashing that one.
The roof. Yeah. Remember there was an ad with Darren Sammy about a roof or something?
Yes.
What did he say?
He loves it.
Look who's going to execute now. So
Of course, he scores this one and they win.
Yeah, it's curtains.
Yeah.
Curtains.
So Kirtley's looking to close the curtains?
Yes, I think he's a youngster who has a lot of belief in himself. He has lots of excitement as well too. Take it away, Elijah William. Stick around. He'll be presenting the trophies, the medal presentation. So stick around to the stream. Like I said, God willing, we're going to be here tomorrow with 2 more fixtures, which will mark the opening of the Semi-Pro League for this season, the 4th edition.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Teddyson. Of course, the runners-up have come out the victor in the runners-up challenge. And of course, the newly promoted Ancillary, they are the winners of the Premier League. And of course, as we indicated, just stay tuned as the medal presentation is about to take place. As the inaugural Emmanuel Bellas Community Shield just concluded right here at the Philip Marsler grounds in Vieux.
Vasco Mario, and Paul is Loco Calio. Want to know the scenario? Then let me show you how we go. This drum is shut up. Let you whistle.
Down, Mr. DJ. Yeah. Mr. DJ, take me down, Mr. DJ. Just calling all teams to stand ready for the medal presentation. Of course, this is the inaugural Community Shield, the Emmanuel Bell Trophy up for grabs. There's also medals, trophies, and cash up for grabs. I can tell you, every single team that participated tonight will walk away with a monetary prize. So calling all of the teams to gather around so we can make this quickly. All four teams, please. V4 North, V4 South in the runners-up challenge. And of course, Leclerc and Ancillary in the inaugural Community Shield. Just so you know, the runners-up in the runners-up challenge will walk away with $2,000. And we now know that is V4 South. And of course, the winners V4 South will walk away with $3,000. Ancillary Canaries, Mr. Wayne Girard. If you are in the place, we would love you to grace us with your presence for the medal distribution. Moving Coco Bellas, representative of the Bellas family. His first stint as stadium announcer. The V4 South team the runners-up in the Emmanuel Bellas Community Shield will walk away with $3,000 in cash, and the winners $5,000. A total of $13,000 in prize money as the V4 South team are emerging from the locker room area so we can begin the proceedings. Of course, Honorable Minister for Youth Development and Sports and Digital Transformation, the Honorable Kenson Casimir, is in the building as well. Mr. Lyndon Cooper, Association Inc., President of the Caribbean Football Union, CAF, is also so as you come forward to collect your runners-up medals and a trophy. We're for South. Folks, we saw the start of the season 3. These guys are gearing up to attain us for the season. So please for the Vieux South team. Curtain the final of the league. Is that it? Everybody has their medal, and we'll ask the captain. We'll ask the captain to come forward to collect the runners-up trophy that will be given by the president of the St. Lucia Football Association, Inc., Mr. Lyndon Cooper. In the up challenge, of course, we call runners-up challenge. To collect before North with the penalty route. Very often. Remember before North. Heroics by Cutley Johnny in goal for Vieux North. for Derby before North. Trophy once again. The president of the St. Lucia Association, Inc., Mr. Cooper. And now, the runners-up of the inaugural Community Shield, the Emmanuel Bellas Community Shield. Calling on the Leclerc team medals. And ended by newcomers to the winners of the Super League from season 2 ancillary. And the runners-up trophy. And once again, the president of the SLFA, Inc., Mr. Lyndon Cooper. Emmanuel Bell Community Shield. Round of applause for Team Leclerc. On the and there was a man of the match award given for the first fixture of the evening. The new I'd like to call Slurry performance. KK as is for the man of the match. And now we call on the champion team. Medals will be by Mr. Mervyn Cook, the representative, Mr. Wayne Girard. For No stranger would have come out victorious in the and gained promotion to the Premier League this season, and they all by winning the inaugural Emmanuel Bellas Community Shield Trophy. Coach, please. Medals. And now, presentation of the check of $5,000 to the inaugural as Community Shield. Of $5 for the wants to ancillary champions of the inaugural
You do the one.
Young